my standpoint, I just say it's an inspirational music, and I know there's a genre for that.
Okay.
But I think my music is more inspirational because it touches in different areas.
Great. Now, which title of your song would you recommend for everyone to start listening? Because a lot of radio stations going to be putting your music into rotation, but most of the time, which one do you feel that stands out the most and will captures everyone's hearts? Because here at GSJBC Radio, our music wants to reach your soul. So, from your aspect, what song on your CD do you feel that will reach everyone's soul?
Well, it's a lot more on there, and
I've heard. Yeah, you had some jazz, and it sounded like you had like a church service going on in the background or so.
Victory in Jesus.
Okay,
Victory in Jesus have been playing on a lot of the major stations as well as your station.
Okay,
and then I think right now, Surrender Your Life to Christ, I believe is going to be one of the premier songs because since I think over 10 years ago, there was a bishop called Bishop Paul Morton who wrote an altar call song.
Okay.
And it's maybe been one recorded since then. So my song is an altar call song to draw people to give their hearts to Christ.
All right.
And I believe that this song, once I present it to Marvin Winans, which I am looking to have him do the invitation, I did it. Now when I re-record, I'm going to have him do it. Lord's will, we got to get in touch with his people and we'll negotiate. But when Pastor Marvin Winans out of Detroit gets a hold of it, I feel like it's just going to be almost just as great as Andre Crouch wrote "Let the Church Say Amen."
All right,
I feel like
and that's in our rotation.
Yeah,
we just got through playing that a few minutes ago.
Yes. So matter of fact, within the next probably right after Christmas, we're going to be in contact with his folks. Being able to, being part of connecting with them through Pastor Donnie McClurkin, because I worked for him 2 years in a row with the Donnie McClurkin Perfecting Music Conference, which you can view on YouTube.
Okay.
You type my name in there, but doing that was giving me some ability and give me the opportunity to kind of connect with some of those folks in the industry, and that was a great opportunity. I tell you, I taught a class on music and production.
So you also teach music as well?
Yes, I teach as well. I teach music. I have a nonprofit organization called Fleming Music Tech Center, so we offer music and arts and to youth and children. We're looking to tour with that. Okay. I have a 30 kid class coming up in January in the western suburbs, and we're going to
Is there a particular location that you have it at?
We go all over.
Okay.
Once we get the funding, we're going to be able to go to schools across the United States. I got pastors in other states. There's just once we get it together and get the funding, we're going to go to these locations and offer music technology, recording. We're going to teach them different aspects of music, even music business. I believe it's important to have the music business knowledge, especially in today's society, because of the fact music is so powerful and it plays a key role in society today. So I believe it's going to be very inspirational and encouraging for the kids.
Wow, wonderful.
Yeah.
Now, you told me earlier that when you walked in the door, and we had a little brief conversation before we got on air, that you are a producer, you're a songwriter, you're also a husband, a father,
amen,
inspirational man, a pastor.
Amen.
All right.
Amen. Love my wife of 23 years.
23 years. What's her name?
Desiree Fleming, Lady Des. Lady Des. She does plays here in Chicago, and I love my wife dearly and my daughter.
So she's a playwright.
Playwright, yes. You can view some of her stuff on YouTube as well. We had our first play production 2 years ago at the DuSable Museum of African American Arts in Chicago, and we did very little advertising. We had over 800 people show up, packed the place out, pretty much sold out, and that was with very little advertising for our first play production. So I just
What was the name of the play?
It was A Woman Without Regrets or Excuses. Unapologetic Woman presents that.
Now, did you have any role with the soundtrack? Or
I was a music producer, production manager. I overseen all the music of the production. So.
Okay.
And I'm kind of talking my wife into motion picture now, because what she does on stage touches so many people, and I believe that if we take it to the major screen now, my brother-in-law, who lives in California now, who's making a lot of connections out there, I believe that's going to be a great opportunity for us. And having the opportunity this year, which I forgot to mention, to work with Pam McGee, who used to be in the WNBA. Her son now JaVale McGee plays for the Denver Nuggets. I was in the studio with her a few months back. I was producing a project for her for a Chicago radio show, and I was producing something for her show that was going on Oprah Network, which I don't know if it even made it there yet, but you look it up online. It was Mama's Boy.
Okay.
Yeah, she was doing something with her son. Oprah was bringing on the network. So producing is something I've been doing for years. I've been over 25 plus years. I've been producing, doing music, recording, and all that.
So where is your church at? Do you pastor a church, or are you assistant pastor? Or
I'm a pastor of a church in Wheaton. The church is Manifesting Kingdom Glory Church West, and we are actually just having services on Tuesday.
Okay.
We are the New Century Ministry. I got new vision for how I want to present ministry. Which includes going to homes, teaching Bible studies, and going different other places. I spent a year in ministry with another ministry group, which meets out of Whitney Young High School, and I really learned a lot from them. We went for the year. We went to restaurants, homes, and different places. Men coming together, studying, different groups of people coming together, studying the Word, and that was so inspirational for me because I've been in church over 20 plus years, and I learned more in that year than I did in 20 years.
Great.
And I believe that was very, very, helpful for my spiritual walk. So
now we're gonna play a little excerpt from your CD.
Great.
And we want everybody to give us a call at 708-343-3906. That's 708-343-3906. GSJ BC Radio on Live 365 and Sirius XM Radio, and we are here live in the studio with Pastor Jeremiah Fleming.
Right.
We praise you, we magnify you. We say that there is none like you.
Now tell me, Pastor, what is the name of this title of this song?
This song here is called Sounds from Heaven. This was one of the songs we just kind of got in the studio, and a friend of mine told me not even to think of what you're going to play, just kind of let it flow. So I did that, and then I had the young lady that you hear talking on the CD is a pastor friend of ours, and Pastor Monique Clark. She came in the studio one day and just laid spontaneous worship.
Laid that track down.
Laid the track down, and it was just, and it's one of the songs, again, I've been getting a lot of feedback and a lot of different people telling me about this song.
Okay, we're gonna go to another track.
The Lamb is here.
Now, is that you singing?
That's not me singing. There's a pastor friend of mine from Detroit, Michigan. We recorded this song actually in the 90s.
Oh wow!
And we never released it nationally because I was still trying to figure out how we was going to put it together with a choir or with a group. So the individuals are singing on this song are from Detroit, Michigan.
Okay.
And we recorded this singing.
Well, we broadcast in Detroit. They can hear us all the way in Detroit. They can't. All right.
Well, you guys probably know Pastor John Smith from Cutting Edge Ministries. He's the pastor on there singing out of Michigan. And we recorded this in 1997, I think.
Okay.
But we're going to re-record it probably next year.
So basically, majority of your recordings, are they from different eras?
No, some of the stuff that you hear on this CD has been recorded in the last 5 years, last 4 years, something like that. I believe one of the tracks. This one. This is our Unity and Freedom. Or this song is called This Dream. This is the kid song we wrote for the children, which we were trying to go to the White House this year to do the music video.
Okay.
But we were delayed because of finances. But we're gonna try to go, Lord's will, next year, taking a group of youth there to do a music video.
Wow, that's
this
wonderful.
is an international song we're trying to present.
Now, this is a song that you really hitting for the youth, I see.
Exactly.
I heard the young kids in the background, nice vocal pitch and everything, the acoustic. I heard, I'm not going to try to guess what kind of keyboard, but was that a Krog, 780 or what was that?
Actually, no, it isn't. That particular keyboard is an M6 Yamaha.
M6 Yamaha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a 61 key M6 Yamaha. But I produce on all types of keyboards. But
Okay.
I just loved a lot of the motif sounds, so I produced this on a motif.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this sounds really good. I have this song in role play right now because I'm trying to reach more of the youth and have a lot of the young kids trying to get involved into the music, into the radio, and especially in the Christian era, especially with the holidays that's going on right now. Your CD has a great impact.
Amen.
And where are you looking to have more impact at? With the youth, adults? So where are you trying to engage your project more so?
I believe wherever it's needed, because I believe that there's an aspect of things we can do to reach the youth, and then there's an aspect of things we can do to reach adults. And because I'm so diverse in my music and approach to ministry, I just believe that God has given me a uniqueness to be able to reach people through music, through words, through different things that God has blessed me to have. And the music, again, this song here, this dream, it was a collaboration between me and the kids. We were in the studio and they said, we'll try this here, and I said, let's try this. So it was a collaboration between me and the kids to do this one. And this is what came out. I mean, and at the end, when you hear the kids talking in there, it encourages other kids. They're saying, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer, I want to do this. That all came spontaneous in the studio, right in the studio, producing it. I had that vision. I said, man, it'd be nice to have this on this. So, so to answer your question, just pretty much whosoever will. I mean, we can even reach the seniors. I have a song called I can't think of the name of it. We did it in the church, and then I'm telling people was standing up and everything, and it's an older type song. So my music is so diverse. I reach all age groups in my music.
Great. Now let me ask you this: with the holiday season going on right now, do you have a Christmas CD coming out?
Now, see, that's the terrible part.
Oh wow!
Now let me say this: I got Christmas music right now. I got Christmas songs.
You're gonna have to come back here to GSJBC Radio.
Yes, I am, man.
And you're gonna have to I'm gonna have to be that first station that you get that Christmas CD in.
Exactly.
I don't care if it's an EP. I had one of your friends, and you have told me that Pastor Linnell McGee. He was here yesterday.
Yes, I was his producer.
You were his producer.
I was his producer
off this project.
No, actually, that project there, we didn't finish the song that was going on there called "Fall Fresh."
Okay,
he was going to be putting that on there, so he's really still waiting. We still kind of got to finish that song.
Okay.
So it's all in the making. We still in it. But my Christmas project, to answer your question, I've got Christmas music recorded right now that I haven't really pushed.
Wow.
But it's smooth jazz Christmas stuff that I've got right now. That one particular song called Drummer Boy.
Drummer Boy.
Is
that on this track?
That's not on there. That's not on there. But that one is a hot song. Which
what? I want you to come back when you get that. Bring your keyboard. I want you to perform it live here in the studio. Everybody, give us a call right now to 708-343-3906. At 708-343-3906. We have Pastor Jeremiah Fleming's here live in the studio, and we're listening to his CD. And what's the name of your CD called again?
This particular CD is Jeremiah Fleming music compilational project.
Compilation.
Yeah, this is again a varieties of music. But then next year I'm gonna categorize. I'm gonna have a praise and worship CD. I'm gonna have a smooth jazz CD. This was just more of a demo type, project to be able to let people hear different aspects of my music.
I like this one. This is a jazz.
Wait in the Water, yeah. That was recorded by my jazz band, Sounds of Divinity, and we recorded that one 2 years ago.
I'm feeling that. Come on, y'all. Come on. Let's give him a call, y'all. 708-343-3906. That's 708-343-3906. GSJBC Radio, broadcasting live and the station that plays the beat. You know what time it is. And if you're listening, tune in to us on channel 432 on Sirius XM Radio.